Anytime you're ready. Hi, this is Don Archer, PGA head golf professional at Blue Needles Golf Course and Director of Instruction at the Don Archer Golf School. In this segment, we're going to talk about learning to read your shots. So what we want to figure out is what happens to the ball and what we can do to find out what we're doing and what we can do to correct it. One of the things that we're going to talk about is the ball flight rules. There's that big laws. There's actually 5 laws. 5 laws has to do with speed, centerness, path, face, and the angle of attack. What we're going to talk about today is the path and the face. This has to do with direction. Again, what everyone wants is to hit the ball farther and to hit it straight. So what we're going to talk about is why the ball goes where it goes whenever we hit the ball. So what we're going to be discussing is the 9 absolutes of ball flight. There are 9 absolute things that, regardless of everything else, this is what happens when we swing the golf club. So first, let's talk about what we're going to talk about. First is the swing path. Is the swing path itself. If we take the club back and we swing on a path from the inside, which would be closer to the right hit, from the inside toward the outside, the ball is going to be what we call a push. The ball will go to the right. If we swing in a straight path, where we take the club down and forward on a path straight toward the target, then the ball is going to go straight toward that target. The other one, which is about 80% of the golfers that I see when I'm giving lessons, is the other path, which we call from the outside to the inside. That's where, at the first move at the top, the shoulder pushes out, club head goes way out to the right, and the only possible way to hit the ball is on a swing path from the outside to the inside, which is what we call a pull. Now the variations of those is what happens with the club face at impact. On a straight path, if a person can swing the golf club on a straight path toward the target line, and the club face is square at impact, then the ball is going to go straight toward the target. If we swing on a straight path, and the club face is closed at impact, then the ball is going to start out toward the target, but then because the club face is closed, it puts spin on the ball. The ball will actually do what we call a straight hook. It will go out down toward the target and then turn to the left. If the club face is open at impact, then what we're going to see is, as the swing path comes toward the target, the face is open, then the ball goes straight, but then because it puts a spin on it to the right, then we're going to hit what we call a straight slice. Variations to that will be, if we swing on a swing path from the inside to the outside, and we're at the point of impact at the ball, the club face is square to the ball, it will be what we call a straight push. So it will be a push, will go right of the target line. If the same way, if the club face is closed at impact, and we're swinging from the inside to the outside, the ball will go out, and because of the spin put from the closed face, the ball then will hook to the left or draw to the left, which we call, again, it's a pull, but a pull hook. And again, if the face is open, we're going to hit the ball and the face is open, and it'll be a push again, but that push then will go to the right, and it'll be what we call a push slice. The opposite then goes for the swing path that goes from the outside to the inside. Outside to the inside path, club face square, is a pull, and that would be a straight pull. And a club face open would be a pull slice, which would come and turn to the right, and a club face closed at impact would come and go toward. Okay, so if I was to come over here, what I like thinking about is the right hand. Where the right hand goes is where the ball goes. So the right hand is on the club. So whenever I swing the club, whenever I swing the club, my hand is on the club. If I swing in a path that is straight down the line toward the target, then the ball is going to go toward the target. If I swing and my first move before I start down the line is to turn my shoulders, then the club face goes way outside of the line toward the target, and the only way to get to the ball and get the club face on the ball is to swing from a swing path that goes from the outside toward the inside, which is a pull. So as you can see here, swinging from the outside toward the inside, the right hand is going to the left, so the ball goes to the left. If the club face was closed or open, it'd go right or left of that line as well. The other path then would be if I was to get my hand into the position here, but in my swing I drop down a little bit more into the back and come from the inside toward the outside, then I would have a push compared to the pull over on the other side. So there again, that push then would make the ball go to the right, and there again turn right or left if I had the face closed or open. So talking about the face closed or open, if there again I was to set up and I was to be able to take the club back, return it on a path toward the target, and the club face was square at impact, then the ball would go straight. It would be the same thing here. If I returned it and the face was square at impact, the ball would go straight. But if I was to come down on a straight swing path and the ball was to be, face was to be closed, because the path is going straight, the ball would start out straight, but it would turn to the left, which would be a straight draw. Or if it was open, it would be a straight slice. Same way here, with the club face square at impact, it would go straight. If the club face was open, the ball would go and slice to the right, as long as the swing path was straight. Or if it was closed, it would go out straight and hook toward the left. That is being that this club path would be straight toward the target. If I was to swing from the inside here, toward the outside, and the club face was square, it would be a straight push. So the ball would go off to the right, but it wouldn't curve right or it wouldn't curve left. But if I had the club face open, coming from the inside to the out, it would go to the right and it would slice to the right or fade out to the right. Same way if I had it closed and I'm swinging across the ball, then it would have a hook. Same thing that is if I was to swing from the outside to the inside and the club face was square, it would be a pull and the ball would go straight left without any curve to it whatsoever. But if I was to have it closed, it would have a draw, and if I was to have it open, it would have a fade. So it doesn't matter whether I have the club face square. Every time that the club face is square at impact, according to that path, the ball is going to go straight. So if we look back at our chart here, we'll see that, and just in refreshing it, that straight means the ball is going to go straight. So if you're hitting the ball straight down the line and the ball is going straight, good for you. If you're hitting the ball straight, but it's starting out straight and hooking off to the left, that means that you're hitting the ball and at impact the club face is closed. So we need to find a way to keep that club face from being closed and get the club face more at square at impact. But if you're that person, like the majority of my amateurs, that swing from the outside toward the inside, which is our pull, and whether it slices or whether it fades, but if the ball continues to go to the left, you know that what we need to do in learning how to read your shots is that you need to find a way to change your swing path to more of a straight toward the target, which means the right hand going toward the target rather than the right hand going left of the target or the right hand going to the right of the target. So, in learning to read out your shots, what you'll need to know are you hitting the ball straight, inside out, or outside in, and which way is your swing path. If you can figure those out, then I think you can straighten out hitting the ball with your alignment and stuff toward the target a little bit better. If you have troubles with that, be sure to come to the Don Archer Golf School or see your local PGA golf professional. Thank you.